2 weeks ago today, with the help of my AI assistant, I uploaded my first single to Spotify. I didn't upload this song because it was ready. I uploaded this song because I needed Spotify to generate my artist URL so I could claim the backend to my channel. DistroKid, they processed the song. They sent me the file. I set the trap for Spotify, and then I went to the Spotify API to get my channel URL. But they gatekept me for 6, going on 7 days now. I literally built this entire system to bypass the wait on Spotify, and the API itself still locked me out. From what I learned from making this channel is that we don't let APIs block us out from getting things done. Infrastructure still needs to be built, so of course I had my AI work on something else. So at 11 p.m., while Spotify was still gatekeeping me from my own channel, I spent the night ripping out my old thumbnails and my old videos and building an AI system that works my day shift while I'm actually at my job. So here's what I built. Currently, this is how I design thumbnails for my channel. It's through Excalidraw. It's kind of ugly, kind of boring, but it's functional. It does communicate the layout. It shows the hierarchy, the focal point. That's all it needs to do so far. From these basic thumbnails, I decided to start doing some upgrades. So with the release of ImageGen 2.0 by ChatGPT, OpenAI, I take these wireframe thumbnails and I upload it with a prompt to make a clearer vision of what I want on my thumbnail. Now, if you couldn't tell, some of my most recent thumbnails look much better than my original ones. That's all thanks to ChatGPT and the new ImageGen 2. I built the thumbnail, I upgraded it through there. It's the same composition, the same intent, but now it looks like it came from a $10,000 studio. In the last video, when I finally started implementing these new thumbnails, my click-through rate went up dramatically. It wasn't because I changed any of the content or any of the ideas on the thumbnail, they just started looking much better. Thumbnails are like the infrastructure. If no one clicks on it, the content doesn't matter. That was just one win that I was able to accomplish while Spotify's API was continuing to lock me out. But this wasn't the real problem that I needed to solve. I run my AI assistant locally through a program called OpenClaw. Think of it as a kind of like a personal AI agent that can stick with you wherever you go. It knows my projects, my calendar, my tasks, my notes, and my whole content stack for this channel. But it has one fundamental flaw that I keep experiencing. When the session wipes, basically when I turn my PC off, it loses almost everything that happened that day that it didn't compact beforehand. It doesn't forget who I am or what we've talked about in the grand scheme of things, but it forgets about what happened that day. A few weeks ago, I had a travel deadline for my job, flight, logistics, the whole 9 yards. I'd been working with my AI agent the whole afternoon on this trip. I turned my PC off though and came back the next morning and had forgotten everything. All the plans we talked about, all the details, everything. It's not like it just forgot some parts of this, it forgot it all. The deadline was still in the files for some reason, but the urgency, the context, the half-finished plans, all of it was gone. That's not an AI problem though, that's an architectural problem. It fixes something that's called dreaming, a new feature on OpenClaw. So every afternoon, when I'm at my actual job, a background process compresses the entire session data for that day, the raw logs, and puts it into a long-form memory. This keeps key decisions, open threads, deadlines, and anything that needs to carry forward. It's like REM sleep before an AI agent. The noise of the day gets filtered, but the signal of everything we've made persists. But here's where it gets complicated. Dreaming only runs if the machine itself is awake. I work a 2 to 10 p.m. shift at my job. I'm at the door by 1:45. If I leave the rig running, GPU loaded, models warm, my room turns into a sauna, my power bill becomes a problem. So I don't want to leave it running, which means the dreaming never actually fired during the day. Which means when I get home by 10 p.m., my AI agent is still a day behind. So I launched the day shift. This is a Windows Task Scheduling job, an XLM job that I built with myself. At 3 p.m. every day, while I'm at work, my PC physically wakes up from the sleep mode. It's not a soft wake either. It's a scheduled hardware wake. This is the kind of wake cycle that your monitor doesn't have to turn on for. So when it wakes up, it fires OpenClaw automatically and starts running through the Sonnet 4.6 model. The Sonnet agent runs the compression job for exactly 60 minutes. When the timer hits 0, the job writes a completion flag, closes the session, and sends the machine back to sleep. The whole thing takes about 15 minutes of actual active computing. The rest is idle overhead in case we had a long session the day before. Doing this keeps my room cool and my power bill low. Now let's take a look at the timestamps for this dreaming job. These are all while I'm actually at work, so that's not me, because I'm physically at work. That's the day shift and my Dwight AI agent running by himself. While I'm at my actual job, Dwight's running behind the scenes. He's at home doing his homework, staying sharp for the day. I get home around 10:30 p.m. I drop my bag and boot up my machine. The agent loads, its memory is current, it knows exactly what we were working on when we last logged off. It knows all my deadlines now, all my plans, and all my half-based thoughts, and helps pick up on any thread that I left open. For the first time in a long time, I haven't had to log onto my OpenClaw agent and re-prompt anything. I didn't have to re-explain literally anything. I didn't have to keep asking, remember when? We just kept working. So this week, I built an AI that works the day shift while I'm actually out working my day shift. Here's the big take of the video though. Most people are still just treating AI like a chatbot. They open it, they ask it something, they get an answer, and close it right away. This is a stateless, disposable, and forgettable way of using AI. Most people are using it as kind of just a fancy search bar. Most people aren't actually leveraging the power of AI itself. The builders and the tech heads that are going to pull ahead in this environment, they're treating AI like it's an infrastructure. It's persistent, scheduled, and maintained locally. It has uptime requirements, a built-in memory hygiene, and it even runs jobs in the background when you're not watching. You don't just use your database when you need it and turn it off when you're done. You architect it, you keep it healthy, you let it run freely. You should be using AI agents the exact same way. The links for everything for the channel are down in the description. We have the Spotify release date coming up on May 8th. Make sure you check out for that. Appreciate the link that's down below as well. Want to check out the last video, video 8? I'll link that down below. Playlist to follow everything we've been building. See why we killed the wolf off, or eliminated the wolf off, I should say. See why we got rid of everything what we did, why we pivoted this direction. See what we're building in the future here. And anything else you want to know or find out, ask me in the comments down below. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.